Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to this channel. I'm Tetevik, and today we will continue exploring a mystical world of femininity. It is the subject that will never end, but we will try to cover as much as we can to help you. So, the subject of how does a real lady behaves, how it is to be more feminine, what is more ladylike womanly behavior is incredibly huge subject. And why I'm saying huge, because you need to have different sources to find out the full picture. So listen to one video and jump to another, read a book, watch movies, how in old times women behaved. Understand that because it is huge, you need to pay a lot of attention. A lot of time we look for a quick fix, listen to one video, get 10 tips, and then turn it off and never do anything again. I'll tell you that the best things that become permanent in our life are things or the habits or the skills that we practice several times. Therefore, if you need to listen one more time, you can make notes. You can always book one-to-one training sessions with me, because so many women come to me and say, I want to be more feminine. I want to be softer. I want to feel more ladylike. How do I do that? And I do my best to help them. And also, you need always to look at your teacher. If the teacher is talking about, straight posture and is not sitting straight, then you cannot listen and trust this teacher, right? So I always say to my, ladies or men who approach me to learn a specific thing, I say to them that I can teach you, I can give you information. I cannot teach anything. I can give you information and it's up to you to learn. But because I'm practicing that, it is more easier for you to learn. So definitely, if you need my help, contact me below and we will schedule one-to-one session. Now let's dive in. We have 5 points to cover today, and they are all connected. All my videos, if you know me already, everything is very connected, everything is very logically structured, and everything always makes sense. So it is always guaranteed for you to have a good mental and intellectual food from me to feel that you are satisfied. And you can always come back. This restaurant of the mental food is always open for you whenever you need. So let's dive in. Number one, it's like a habit. It's a skill that a feminine woman is doing with her behavior, is that she is using her body in a feminine way. You know how to behave like a real lady. You need to realize I am a lady. So if you understand you're a lady, there are certain things with your body you are not going to do. You are not going to sit with your legs wide open. Even if you're wearing trousers, you're not going to do that, because it's the body language of a male. So you will put your legs together or do the cross with your legs, the feet. You will always think about the body. You will think about your chest. You will think about your hands, how revealing the behavior of your body is, because feminine behavior, ladylike behavior, always involves you understanding that you are a lady and you have your role in the society, you have a role in your own family, you have a role in your own time when you're alone with yourself. Even when I love nature, so I go to walk in nature, in the woods or in a field, I'm still walking feminine. Even when I have a sport gear, a very cute outfits I have that I put together, when I go to the field, obviously I'm not wearing an evening dress, I'm wearing something comfortable, something that I can walk into easily, because I like to climb trees and do, lovely stuff when I'm in the nature. But yet I will tell you honestly, sometimes I see my shadow over the trees or on the woods, and I see that I'm still doing that movement with my hip, because it's just in me. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing trainers, my the body movement is still very feminine. That's why I'm telling you that you can establish this character. It's part of you. A feminine body is moving always with grace, with softness, calmness, and it is never in rush. How does a real lady behaves? Her body is talking, I'm a woman. Her wrist, her face, her body, her curves, everything is talking, I'm a woman. That's number one. So if you don't know if you are behaving like a real lady, ask, does my body talks communicate with other people that I'm a real lady? If you think no, then you know that you need to work with your body. The way you move, maybe you need to slow down the pace. Maybe you need to slow down, how you move your hands and how you put the feet. Think about how you use your body. That's number one. Number two is how to behave more ladylike is you need to keep your privacy. A lady will not talk loudly about her, maybe argument at friend's house that she faced, or some intimate details of her love life. She will not discuss those things because she knows that that's a private, confidential information that is not discussed in the public. Also, a real lady is never sharing too much online because she doesn't have the need to do that. You see, I have a lot of pictures, I go to a lot of photo shoots, I go to a lot of events, but yet I won't post all those pictures because they're for me and for my family. I had when I had my birthday, I had a photo shoot with 5 dresses for 5 hours, and yet I posted 2. It was just the process that I wanted to have. It was for me. So definitely keep that privacy, keep the private information private, and know your boundaries. You're not oversharing. That's one of the causes why a lot of ladies lose their womanhood, because they're sharing everything. There is no secrecy, no privacy, no mystery left. Next one, number 3, is you know what is allowed and what you are not going to do in public. I have seen this several times, and I think we all have seen this. There are a lot of women who are doing their makeup publicly. By the etiquette, if we want to dive in really into depth, the only thing from the makeup that you are allowed to put while you're in public is lipstick. That's the only thing. Not even lip pen, not even nothing else. Lipstick. That means that you can open your little mirror and put the lipstick. That is all you can do in public. That's quite limiting, but that has a very huge purpose. In ancient times, a woman was this mysterious energy, She had her mystery, and it is unfortunately lost nowadays because we allow ourselves to have and do different things. We need to understand that while we are in public, there are certain things we shouldn't do. Certain things should be done only privately at our home, in our bathroom, with a closed door, and these details we're not sharing with anybody. So things like a makeup, please, I understand that you are rushing, but please don't do your makeup in a train, in the car, in the park, at work. Don't do those things. Definitely plan your time. The reason why a lot of people do their makeup in a train or in their car or somewhere else in publicly is because they haven't planned their time. They haven't planned how much they need to do today, their routine. They have just rushed from the bed and they took the makeup back. Make this as a huge no to yourself. Promise, I will not do my makeup in my car, in the friend's house, while I'm with my boyfriend. I will do my makeup only when I'm alone with my mirror. It will be my routine. I'll put nice music, and that will be my privacy. Because while you're squeezing your cheeks, putting things, tapping things, correcting, cleaning, putting gel, people don't need to see that. I do my makeup, of course. Sometimes I go to the hairdresser so they can do my hair, they can do my makeup in a salon, but I don't do that in public because that's a mystery of mine. For me, I think I'm lucky because I look quite similar with or without makeup, so I don't need to do makeup very often. When I go for a walk or to the shop, I just don't do it. Of course, I'm always groomed, my eyebrows are always made, I always have some glow on my face, some highlighter, but I don't need to do the full makeup. If you're doing the full makeup, then make sure you have time for that. And some things also are not supposed to be done in public as within your own reach. It means whatever is actually about you, don't do in public. Don't correct your clothing or stockings or abroad. Don't do those things. If you need, you excuse yourself, go in the bathroom, or may I ask where is the ladies room, correct yourself and come back. And number four, this is very crucial, kind of connected with the makeup thing, is respect time. How to behave more feminine is to learn to respect time. That means you are on time. You're on time for a date, you're on time for the interview, you're on time for the concert. If you know that you have a tendency to be late, put your time a little bit ahead. Put several alarms, put the reminders so they help you to be on time. So definitely respect time by being on time. A second in this aspect is respect other people's time. If somebody said we need to meet at this time, you respect their time, you make sure you're there, you don't delay, and you make sure you don't stay too much, so you don't take too much of their time, you don't stay too long to not take advantage of their time. I will be telling you this several times about the kindness and being polite. That's one of the side of the ladylike behavior. But always remember that if somebody is late, a real lady will not say, "Oh, you're late. How could you be late? I don't understand. Like, seriously, I'm here on time, or I'm waiting for 10 minutes." You can just ask, did somebody, like, ask you to stay longer? Something happened that you are late? Oh no, my car broke, or I was just, my alarm didn't, I didn't hear my alarm. You say, okay, no problem. You can, excuse them, but you don't judge them. You don't go into detail. If you have a date, for example, with a man, and same it with a men regarding women. If you go on a date and the person is constantly late, then to be honest, argument won't help. It's just, maybe it's easier to date somebody who is more punctual, if that matters. And also respect time in a general wider sense. Sleep on time, give enough time for you to rest. When you're eating, don't rush the time when you're eating. Respect time, cherish the time, pay attention to the time. A real lady is very much connected with the time. She doesn't need to have a watch all the time and looking all seconds, but she's always in tune with the time and in love with life. And the last, what I want to tell you, and this is, I think, the most cutest of all, if you have this, you are really halfway, is become a woman who lives in this love atmosphere. It's the woman who is happy and active. She has a happy and active outlook, over the life. This real lady, how she behaves, she is really happy, and that makes her more attractive, not over towards the men, but in general. And life love her. I think life is like a person. Life can love us if we love life, and that's why invest in yourself. If you want to be more ladylike, read, watch less TV, but read. Invest time in yourself, be active, definitely spend time in nature. If you're not connected with the nature, if you don't exercise, you will not be that fulfilled. The body needs the exercise. A lady can be happy, can be hold her posture, walk confidently in her dress, if she had a time to recharge, if she had time to take care of her hygiene, if she had time to exercise, if her body feels good, if she feels comfortable with her own body. So let's summarize one more time. To understand how does a real lady behave, we can look at these 5 aspects. Number 1, a real lady has a womanly body language. She's not rough, she's not stiff, she's not cold, she's not frozen. She's calm, quiet, she has this softness and grace with her body movements. Number 2, she keeps her privacy private. Yeah, she's not oversharing too much information, and she's not looking for validation from the world. Number 3, real feminine lady knows what can and cannot be done in public. Grooming, making her makeup, or correcting her clothes is done only in the ladies' room or privately in her house. Number 4, she respects time. She's on time. She doesn't judge if somebody's late, and she respects time in a general, bigger sense by giving herself time to eat, giving her time to sleep, giving her time to read or rest or do any other activity. She respects time. And number 5, the most important, is she becomes this lady in love with life, with herself, with the world, and she's happy and active. She's doing things to grow, doing things to blossom. And this is part of who she is. This is organic, natural, and genuine from her. I hope you liked it, and share this with other ladies. It doesn't matter of the age. Share and let's proclaim this information more so we can learn to be more feminine. So we know how does a real lady behave, because that makes our life easier. I always say when you know the information, it always makes your life easier. Now I thank you for your attention, and I just wanted to remind you that don't forget to smile today and enjoy life.